So, welcome to this week's Thursday 3 from Loaf Training. One area of customer service and 3 tips that you can apply straight away. So, what are we talking about this week? Well, this week, this is part one of dealing with difficult customers. Years ago, I used to work in the complaints department for a previous company that I worked for. And one time I remember dealing with a particularly difficult customer. And I was on the phone and this customer was frustrated about lots of things. And I was going, yeah. To me, I felt like I was listening, I was engaged, I was using some verbal nods. Next thing the customer said, "Are you listening to me?" I said, "Yes, I am listening to you." "Well, demonstrate some energy. Give me some energy back because I'm not feeling it." If they're approaching it with a level of energy that's quite high and you're coming back with a level of energy which is quite low, there's a real disconnect. So, one of the first things that I would suggest when it comes to dealing with difficult customers is really make sure that you demonstrate a level of energy back. Right, is that's what happened? Okay, well listen, my name's Gavin, I'm going to get this sorted out for you right now. Have a think about some of the words that they use and use those words back in the conversation. If they say to you, "I'm deeply frustrated with this situation," then you say back, "I can certainly hear your frustration on the call here, Mr. Customer. Let me see if we can get this sorted out for you right now. This is not the level of service that we expect our customers to receive." And then if we've got something wrong and the customer deserves an apology, then we've got to hold our hands up. And rather than say, "I'd like to apologise," we say, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this has happened to you." That lands a lot better than saying, "I'd like to apologise on behalf of." So say, "I'm sorry." So, what are the 3 tips when it comes to dealing with difficult customers? Well, tip number 1, make sure that you meet them with high energy back. Tip number 2, pick up on some of their emotions in the situation and use the words that they use. If they say, "I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed," then use those words back. And tip number 3, if we've made a mistake, then we've got to hold his hands up and say, "I'm sorry." Better to say "I'm sorry" than "I'd like to apologise on behalf of."